Going to keep this video very short. I know you're probably stressed already. If you click this video, you've probably been banned, and we're going to get it fixed right now. First things first, we're going to walk through what to do if you can't get suspended. And by the way, if you want more hacks like this, more information, just join our Telegram group. It's in the description. Apply to join. To get accepted, you need to shoot us a voice note over on our agency account. We've not had a single account ban in over a year of the creators that we work with. We are compliant. We understand how the platforms work. We don't just go, it's worked for a few of the creators. We know how the platforms works. Okay? So next, all right, how do you feel right now? First of all, I hate Instagram. I get it, right? Next thing, I didn't even do anything wrong. Classic. Next thing, how am I going to make money now? That's your main traffic source. That's your main platform where you're pushing fans to a page, or you're pushing fans to a website to buy a product. These are the things that is bringing you the money. So where am I going to get the money from now? Should I appeal it right now? Should I make a new account? Like, is it gone? How do I know if I'm going to get banned again? Even if I make a new account, right? I don't know that's not going to ban me again. It can happen. I worked so hard to grow on this account. I don't think I have the desire to do it again, right? All this kind of thing. I get it. You're feeling this way. I hate Instagram too, and a lot of times. However, yes, it sucks. Yes, it's annoying, but crying about it, unfortunately, is not going to get it solved. So I don't want any stressing. I don't want any crying. I don't want any sobbing. I don't want any, I don't want any stress. I will leave it there, because that's not actually going to solve the problem. Okay, what is going to solve the problem is working out why. Why did it happen? Community guideline violations. Was it to do with any community guidelines? Was it to do with intellectual property, things like copyright? Was it account integrity? Was it spam or inauthentic behavior, illegal activity, harassment, impersonation, regulated content violations, platform manipulation, right? These are all the things that you might have been banned for, and this is going to cover the things to do in all these situations, right? Very, very quickly. I'm going to keep you around for long. I know you're stressed. Now, obviously, finding out why is a great reason, but we can look into that a little bit further. So I'm assuming most likely you've gone for a community guidelines or a integrity. They're the two that you most likely go for. Reasons being, okay? Obviously, if we're posting anything too crazy, illegal, or anything dangerous, right, that's going to get us off the platform. But mainly, if we are posting yourself on multiple different Instagram accounts, your face, your content on multiple accounts, Instagram don't want that. But why? It is a advertising platform. If you were Apple, the company Apple that makes the phones, that makes the laptops, right? If you were the company Apple and you just spent £1 million this month on advertising your products, and you realize that actually 200,000 people that saw your ads were duplicate accounts or bot accounts, you'd be pretty annoyed at the money you just wasted. So they're trying to regulate the amount of accounts that they have on the platform. They want one account per human. This is compliance, okay? Oh, I know loads of big creators who have multiple accounts. I get it. All right, it is possible you have to do it in a certain way, but that's for another video. Or if you want to know more about that information, just message me on Instagram. However, the biggest reason that you will be getting banned for most likely is integrity or community guidelines. These are the most common ones, okay? But why? And by the way, the AI is banning like everyone, right? Content creators, businesses, like it's literally hitting a lot of people. So it kind of is a very great area. Should I appeal, right? Should you appeal? Now, the bottom line is you should appeal first for most creators. Do it yourself. It's the fastest move. Appealing on Instagram is Instagram's official process for trying to get an account back. They will then most of the time get a human to review it. However, for any of these main 5 reasons, that's what you want to do. You want to manually appeal it, right? So whether it was community guidelines or you bought followers or anything like this, just go for it and head for appeal, right? You may have heard people reaching out to Meta reps and paying Meta reps, a lot of it through Telegram, a lot of it through Instagram, about like actually getting the account back. Someone who works at Meta going into things and actually getting it back, right? All right, so what's next then? Should you appeal the account? All right, so to be honest with you, yes, is the short answer. Bottom line, appeal the account. Doing it through Instagram's official appeal process is the best thing to do, because creators have heard a lot of people say, oh, if you don't appeal it, you can get a Meta rep to unban it for you, all these kind of things. There's a lot of rubbish being thrown about the space at the minute. And I want to make sure that you understand that paying a Meta rep is very dangerous at the minute. And the reason is behind that is, first of all, manually appealing, most accounts come back. 9 times out of 10, if it's an integrity account, an integrity ban, most of the time, Instagram just want you to face verify yourself, right? They'll get your ID, or they'll get you to film yourself fucking moving your head around like a fucking lemon. Like, I get it, right? They will usually do that and you'll get your account back most of the time. However, if you don't get the account back, the real problem right now with getting reps is if recovery times are taking over 3 months, Most creators do not have that time to waste. Also, it's like a lot of money. So the best appeal plan is first appeal it within the first 24 hours. Sometimes it'll ask you for like another appeal if it needs more information. And then sometimes even further. But usually the first appeal will get you the account back, right? So next thing, right? Just wait it out, okay? 9 times out of 10, these accounts are coming back. Appeal your account. Don't stress. This is the only action you can now do on this account is to click the appeal button and get it submitted for a review. All right. So we don't want to be stressing. We need to work out why. We need to look at the reason for the ban and think, why could that have happened? If it was community guidelines, then we for sure need to be having a conversation, okay? Because we understand compliant content, right? We don't want your content getting flagged. If it's an Instagram compliance ban because of a community guideline, majority of the time they are correct for the reason. Okay, moving on then, keeping things fast. Obviously, we've had a look at things. We're not stressing. We're trying to understand the reason why we've sent the appeal. That's all you can do right now, okay? If you get the account back, great. All right, let's get on with things, okay? We might have done the face review. We might have said, sorry, we got this wrong. Cool, account back. If you don't have the account back, that's when I want you to focus on stressing even less, okay? Please do not worry. First of all, if it is over 200k followers and it's an account that you're really pushing right now, speak to people around you, speak to us. Let's have a look at getting a meta rep involved. However, if it's not, it has never been easier on social media than it is today to grow an account from scratch, a brand new account, right? A brand new Instagram account. It's never been easier to grow this. Why do I know this, right? In a month, we've grown this account to 6k followers. This creator is now earning 15k a month, right? In a week, we've done 18.8k followers. In a week, we've done 1.8k followers. These creators are about to be earning a lot more money too, okay? So it has actually never been easier to grow new social media accounts, right? So how can you do this to make sure it's a clean environment and to make sure that this is actually going to work? Okay, now this is like a very basic version of like the full document that I have. If you want the full document, message me on Instagram. I'll send it straight over to you, to creators. And like pause this video now, go through this process. But in essence, you need a new phone with a new eSIM or SIM card, so a new phone number. And you're going to need to keep it on data mode, like not connected to Wi-Fi, and keep it in its own contained environment. It's a phone, it's connected to its own internet, new Apple ID as well, or Android as well, but please just use iPhone. And on top of that, go through this process, insert the SIM, go through some of the settings. You'll need to like verify yourself on Apple ID, so you need some good lighting. And on Instagram, you need to create the account. You'll need to, you also need to face verify the Instagram account too. And set it up like this, set up recovery properly, so make sure you've got like an email, you've done the verification selfie, the email code, all this kind of stuff. I'm going through this fast because you can pause and watch this, or you can just message me and we'll help you do it. But the first 30 days, again, we're not just posting like 5 to 10 reels per day that we were doing maybe before. We're just posting 1 a day for the first week, 2 a day for the second week, 3 per day for the week onwards. There's other things that we do as well, but this is just like an overall, you'll be fine if you do this. No like product links or like page links in the bio or anything like this for the first month. Like we want to make sure this is totally clean, as well as obviously start slow and slowly build up that content volume. If your views are constantly sitting above the amount of followers that the account has, first of all, it's a good sign, but it means you can keep pushing up that content volume, all right? For some of our creators right now, we're posting 20 times per day on a single account. Like I said, we're not posting creators across multiple accounts here. We're growing them vertically on one account in a compliant way. And you might be thinking, Tom, that's dangerous because what if the main account gets taken down, all this kind of stuff? And it's like, first of all, it doesn't happen because we're compliant with what we're posting. Second of all, you can have a backup account if you do it in the right way, which we help all our creators get. And yeah, it's mainly about understanding how the platform works. If you can't be bothered to like search all this community guidelines stuff, like how does it actually work? Like just speak to us. Message me on Instagram, message the agency page, and some of our team can get back to you. But just communicate with people who know how the platform works. Stop asking people in group chats or other creators that may be bigger than you, but it doesn't mean they know more about the platform than you do, right? Stop listening to people who have, I tried this and it works. Like, okay, that's great, but have you been through a lot of processes? Have you taken on a lot of creators who have had bans? Do you understand how the platform works? Have you spoken to people at Meta, right? Have you looked at every single document that they have published about it? That's what I'm questioning, okay? So you're going to get better information from someone who actually knows the platform than you are from a creator who has tried a few things. Or maybe even know your agency is saying, oh, we're doing this for a few other creators. Like, that is not enough proof to go off, okay? So nothing too crazy content-wise. Don't recycle old content. Just do like simple talking videos, just like really basic content that's on brand, on niche to you. And then once you clear after the first couple of weeks, then we can start getting into that content plan routine, okay? Talk to the camera in English, right? These new accounts can sometimes attract a third world audience. For example, countries like India. Like, we don't want lower value followers, because then it will start pushing our page to more of them. And we want UK and US audience, because that's the market that we are in, okay? So that's pretty much how you want to set it up. Again, golden rules, new phone, fresh number. By the way, it doesn't have to be a brand new phone. You can just pick up a phone that's like secondhand. Like a secondhand iPhone 13 right now is like $200 off of places like Back Market, Music, Magpie as well. So again, if any of this doesn't make sense, like, I get there's a lot of information here, just message me and I can literally tell you exactly what you need to do next. But yeah, just going back to it, the biggest thing from me is just don't stress about it. Understand why. If you don't know why, just come and speak to me about it. Should you appeal it? Most of the time, yes, and pretty much all the time, yes. If a meta rep is saying, oh, don't appeal it because I can get it unbanned, you're probably about to be scammed. And setting up a new account has never been easier than it is today. Okay, so do not stress. You will be absolutely fine. And actually, in a week, in a month, you'll be back to the traffic that you're used to. You're back to earning money across social media, across different platforms as you are used to. Okay, so any questions, you can drop them in the comments below, but the best place to get accurate advice is two things. Either get yourself in this Telegram community or message the agency page on Instagram or my own Instagram. That's the best thing to do. If you did find this video useful, please share it to people that are also in the same situation that might need help. But also follow this channel, because there's a lot of advice coming that is going to help with little things like that. And actually, not just little things generally, but things that are happening in the space right now to help you stay on the platform, to help you grow, to help you earn a lot more money with social media. Okay, so that's pretty much everything from me. My last message to you would be, just don't be stupid and be compliant with the platform. Use the platforms how they want you to use them. And again, finally, if you want this all just dealt with for you, if you want to stop getting shadow banned, if you want to avoid bans, work with a real team. If you book a call with us, you can literally have a full audit of your whole process to look through everything you're doing, what you need to do right, but also just join a team that knows what they're doing, right? Sometimes it's just easier to have all this done for you. And if it makes sense, it's got to make sense for both of us, right? The partnership that we have at Fanzine is going to make sense for both of us. But if it does, then we can pull the trigger on that, right? But the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to know more about the platforms, you're going to know more about your account niche and branding, and you're going to be on the right path nonetheless, okay? Might have been a bit slower, but you'll get some free information. So I'll catch you guys in a bit.